Hi there and welcome to the Wild Network Masterclass. Today we have Blair Kaplan Venables. She is an expert in social media marketing and will be talking to us today about the social media facelift. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Blair. Take it away, Blair.
I am Blair Kaplan Venables. I'm a social media marketing expert and mentor who empowers you to uplevel your social media skills. Today, I'm going to talk about 7 ways not to F up your social media in 2022. I'm going to talk about a framework I've created and what you need to be doing on social media so that you are a thought leader in your space. So I'm just going to share my screen and I'll tell you a bit more about me and why I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's do this. A little sharesy here. All right. So who am I? Well, I'm based in British Columbia, Canada, but I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I've been in BC for a while, since about 2008. I'm a West Coast girl at heart, love the mountains, love the ocean, love the desert. I love camping, hiking, traveling, and I really love cats. If you follow me on social media, you'll know that I have 2 cats, love cats, post about my cats all the time. So when I was younger, I worked for a company called Lululemon Athletica. You may have heard of it. And I went to school for public relations. And so when I finished school, the company promoted me and I moved across Canada. And at the age of 23, at the beginning of their session, after being with the company for 3.5 years, I decided I wanted to do PR and start my own company because I wasn't able to move up in that organization because I was 23. What did I know? So why not start a company? So about 14 years ago, I started my PR company. And at that time, social media marketing wasn't a thing. So I was out and about networking, going to networking events, having meetings, talking about my journey. And the common question I had in almost every single meeting was if I knew how to use social media for marketing, if I knew how to use social media for public relations, do I know how to use social media to grow business? And of course, I said yes, and I figured it out. There was no one to learn it from. There was no courses to take in school. Like there was no mentors. I actually became a source. I did a lot of trial and error. And it's funny because in the beginning, I wouldn't even admit I was a social media marketing expert. I was like, no, I do digital PR. I'm a social media PR professional. I do digital communications, but I was pigeonholed in the best possible way into the world of social media. And so I've learned to embrace it. I'm considered a pioneer, an avant-garde, and the source when it comes to telling your story in the digital space. I created something called the social media empowerment pillars for thought leadership, which is what you need to build out in your social strategy in order to be known as the authority in your industry. I've also done a lot of other cool things. I started a company called Living Free Canada back in the day. It doesn't exist anymore. It was a coupon company. I volunteer. And most recently, over the last 3 years, I've been building the Global Resilience Project, which is a community where people share stories of resilience from overcoming their challenges. And telling your story and reading other people's stories is a way to heal. And because of this, I've been listed in USA Today as a top 10 conscious female leader to watch in 2022. Yahoo also listed me as a top social media expert to watch. I have a lot of fun in everything I do. I really believe in curating your life in a way where you don't need to work really hard so you retire. I like Mondays. I don't get the Sunday scaries. I live a life of travel. I've been doing remote work since before I even knew that was a term. And anyways, today I'm going to show you what you need to do so you don't F up your social media in 2022. So I talked about the empowerment pillars, and these are the 7 things that you need to build out in your social strategy so you don't F it up. Okay. Many experts out there do things differently. There's tons of templates and whatnot. I'm showing you what works for me. What has helped me grow my clients' followers into the tens of thousands? What has helped me and multiple clients make multiple 5 figures a month, multiple 6 figures a year and beyond? This is what helps get you landed in the media and being that thought leader. So we're going to go through the pillars. The pillars spell out the acronym EMPOWER, and they are edutain, money, personas, other players, wins, engagement, and realistic goals. Okay. And I'm going to just give you a high level overview because this is a masterclass and we don't have all day. But edutain, that is the first pillar. And I believe this is the most important. This is all things related to content. Edutain is educate and entertain. No one wants to be sold to. People want to hear stories. They want to build a connection. So everything under the edutain pillar has to do with content, photos, videos, images, reels, everything and beyond, and the words. So that is one of the juiciest pillars. That's the biggest pillar in this empowerment pillar system. So M is for money. That's budget and money goals. These are the two most important things. One, what is your marketing budget? Social media is pay for play. You must have a budget, because if you don't put money into social media advertising, people who don't know that you exist are going to have a lot of trouble finding you. And money goals. If you don't know how much you want to make, then you don't know how much output you have to create, right? Because every time you show up on social media, you're planting a seed. You're planting a seed of what you do and who you are. And every time you show up, you are raising someone's eyebrows and piquing someone's curiosity. So everything you do ties into how much money you want to make. P is for personas. These are your customers. Who are you selling to? Who is going to be buying your product? And not just like everyone or the broad perspective, but if you already are in business, close your eyes and think about your most favorite client. That person who, buys effortlessly. It's easy to sell to. They don't complain. They pay full price. They love your product. They spread the love about who you are to their friends and their community. You want more of those people. Now explain who's that person. What do they look like? What's their family situation? What are their hobbies? What's their profession? What do they do on the weekends? What are their favorite podcasts? Where do they spend time on social media? Dig in, build out who your ideal customer is, and create content for this person. O is for other players. This is the competition. If someone's not spending money with you, who are they spending money with? It doesn't have to be someone who is directly in the same industry as you, but think about it. People spend money. If they're not spending it with you, it's being spent with someone else. So what do I like to do? I like to do a competitive analysis. I like to go and see who my top 5 competitors are. Where are they on social media? What are they following? What is the content they're posting? How often are they posting? Who are their followers? What is their engagement? And I do a deep dive. I want to know who my competition is. 1, so I can refer business, because I believe in collaboration over competition. 2, so I can know what they're doing, so I can just do it better and use it as inspiration. And 3, see where there's opportunities. Where are they missing opportunities that I can slide in and be number 1? W's for the win. This is wins. This is all your public relations, all your publicity, everything to do with exposure and celebration. This is a really important pillar, because social media is just a piece of the puzzle. So where are you getting mentioned in the media? Publicity, that's publicity. Where are other people branding you as the expert? And if they're doing that, are you sharing it on your social media? Do you have a PR and publicity strategy? And wins. What have you done for your clients? What have you successfully done for your business? Are you sharing that? If you're not sharing all the wins, small wins, medium wins, big wins, how do we know how awesome you are? How can I celebrate you if you don't share your wins? E is for engagement. This is crucial. Social media is not a one-way broadcasting system. It's a place for you to engage and build relationships, because there's real humans out there engaging with you. You need to be a real human. What does that mean? Liking people's posts, commenting, following new people, reading stories, DMing, sending voice notes. Yes, you need an engagement strategy. You can't just schedule your content and leave it. You can't just post and ghost. That's bad taste. That's bad etiquette. And also, people will see right through you. If you're a real person engaging, you're more likely to build a relationship, and you're more likely to grow your customers. And then realistic goals, the future. Where do you see yourself in 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, 10 years even? I like 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, because things change so fast. But I break my goals down to professional, personal, and health. And these all tie into my money goals. Like if I want to go on like 3 big trips a year and I want to bring my husband, clearly that's going to cost a lot more money than if my biggest goal I have is to buy a new vacuum, right? So what are your goals? What are your goals? And then they tie into your money goals. So these are the social media pillars for thought leadership: empower, edutain, money, personas, other players, wins, engagement, and realistic goals. I just want to talk about what thought leadership is, because I threw that word around and it's extremely important to know. A thought leader is someone who influences beliefs or narratives. You understand what needs to get done and you make it happen. You are a leader. You are someone who has an idea and you put it into motion, and then other people see your brilliance and they start to follow along and also implement that. I'm a thought leader in social media. I'm also a thought leader in resilience. So how do you be a thought leader? We have to have passion and drive and conviction. You need to be a risk taker. You know, like, do you have an idea and are you doing anything about it? Are you okay with failing? Are you okay with trying something out? You need to be a risk taker. You need to innovate. Don't just copy someone. Don't just look at a source and be like, wow, Blair is doing this, I'm going to do the exact same thing. You need to innovate. You need to do something different. You could use other people as inspiration, and I really encourage that, but you need to create your own vibe, your own ideas, because if you're not creating your own ideas, you're just being a copycat. Thought leaders are innovative. Be influential. You can inspire and motivate others to believe and strive for the same goal as you. You know, like right now, you're probably like super pumped about building out your empowerment pillars, because I am super inspired and I'm inspiring you and I'm influencing your ideas. And you make shit happen. You have an idea and you do what needs to get done in order to make it happen. Most people just have ideas and that's that, you know, sitting around, hanging out with their buds, throwing out ideas, and that's that. But what are you going to do once you have that idea? Are you going to sit down, make a plan, and make it happen? Thought leaders do that. So think about it. Great exercise for you. What topics are you a thought leader in? Make a list. What do you want to be known as a thought leader in? What industries, what topics, what niches? And then another thing, and, you know, I use the word F, you know, like don't F up your social media. I actually sometimes run a workshop called F the Algo. Algorithms are really important because algorithms on social media are like a system within the social media platform that automatically will tell the platform if your social media post deserves to be shown to X amount of people and beyond. Algorithms are always changing, but I think it's really important because I come from a background where I believe that storytelling is more important than creating a post based on an algorithm on social media. Okay. Storytelling describes the social and cultural activity of sharing stories. You are doing what you're doing for a reason. How did you get to where you are today? Why do you think the way you do? How do you make money the way you do? Why are you in your industry? Where are you sitting? What do you see when you look out the window? Tell us your story. People buy from people they like, know, and trust. And by telling stories, this is the most accurate and authentic and brilliant and beautiful way to build that relationship. If you're creating social media content for the algorithm, like lots of other social media experts tell you, do this, and you'll get shown, and you do these reels and use these words, it's not going to come off authentic. If you want to just grow your followers and be a robot, go for it. But I don't believe in posting for an algorithm. I think it's important to understand how the algorithms work, but post what you want when you want. Tell your story. And always be telling a story. Storytelling is how you're going to build that relationship. It builds that like, know, and trust. It allows you to be creative, be vulnerable, have fun, and be real. I'm always telling a story. Maybe the post is a photo and a couple words. Maybe I have an inspirational hit or a download and I write a couple paragraphs, or I film a video. I post what I want when I want, but overall, I know what story I'm telling. Right now, I'm telling two different stories. I'm telling the story of me being a thought leader in social media and a thought leader in resilience, and why I'm a thought leader in those spaces. Because my life is full of experiences, and so is yours. So let people into your real life, be authentic and real. You know, if you're launching a product, you can do a short launch or a long launch. Always be seeding your services and products. What are your keywords in the sense of what do you offer? For example, I just reviewed the empowerment pillars. I use the word empower a lot on my social media. Update all your social media bios and links to make sure they are accurate, cohesive, and promoting what you are promoting right now. Repurpose content. You can repurpose it from your blog, your website. Heck, I just posted a post I posted last year, because if you're going to dig through 500 posts and find that, then I know that you're a true fan, because you're spending a lot of time looking at my content. Maybe you build out a strategy and you run social media ads because you have a promotion or something you really want more customers for. Use all the features on social media platforms, especially when a new feature comes out. Try it out, because social media is always evolving. And if a platform puts out a new platform, they want more people to use it, so that post will get more reach. And there's all sorts of different type of posts you can make: teasers, brand reveals, behind the scenes, personal stories, client stories, quotes from you, quotes from clients, engagement posts, ask questions, quotes, value posts, sales posts. There's no wrong answer. And social media, there is no right way to do things. This is the right way that I do things, because this is what works for me and the people I work with and the people I mentor. But basically, map out everything ahead of time. Know dates and types of posts. So I have a high level strategy, which is using the empowerment plan. And I know the type of content I want to post when. There's certain things I want to promote on certain times, like my birthday, August 8th. Always make a post about my birthday on my birthday. And then everything else is filled in based on the strategy that I've created. So again, the empowerment pillars are edutain, money, personas, other players, wins, engagement, realistic goals. If you build out each of these 7 pillars, you will not F up your social media in 2022 and beyond. Thank you for tuning in. I am Blair Kaplan Venables. You want to keep learning from me, you can follow me on social media. Instagram, I'm Blair from Blairland. Everywhere else, I am Blair Kaplan Venables. Head to blairkaplan.ca. You can download a stress-free social media checklist. And welcome to my world.
Wow, thank you, Blair, for a great masterclass. Please, guys, get hold of Blair, follow her on the Wild Network, and we will see you on the next one. And remember to always be wild.